splendid day to one and all present here. I am Nutan and they all are my friends. We are students of Grade 7 Delhi Public International School. Today, we are going to present before you a famous play written by A.K. Ramanujan in the Kingdom of Fools. We hope you are going to love it. Now my friend Ananya will introduce all the characters to you.
In this play, Ayan will be playing the role of foolish king. Bhavi, Akshata and Parul will be playing the role of three ministers. Arav will play the role of a sage. Pratik and Rishabh will be his disciples. Piyush will be a merchant. Kavyansh will be a bricklayer. Vidhi will play the role of a dancer. Raghav will be a goldsmith. Muskan and Achal will become the shopkeepers. Kavish will be a thief's brother. Pratik, Yash and Himanshu will be soldiers.
Honey, Muskan and Tanvi are narrators.
And rest of the students will become common people. Let's see what happens in the kingdom of fools.
Once upon a time, in a kingdom far away, there lived an extremely foolish king with his equally foolish ministers.
My king, why don't we make a law that every time you can't sleep and everyone in the kingdom should sing you a lullaby?
Such a silly idea. Not everyone has a good voice, you know. What if the bad singers make it even more difficult for me to sleep?
Your Highness, the people are complaining that food is very expensive. Only the rich can afford it.
Oh dear, what do you suggest?
I suggest we make all food available for the price of only one coin.
Splendid idea. Yes, let's make that law. And what do you have to say?
I would like to say that you are even greater than other kings.
Tell me something that I don't know.
Well, I was thinking that you shouldn't rule the way an ordinary king does. So, why don't we change day to night and night to day?
Oh, I really like that idea.
And soon the law was made, and everyone was most upset. For if they didn't obey the king, they would be punished severely. So businesses were opened at night, and soon people got used to it.
One afternoon, a sage came with his disciple to the kingdom. He was very shocked to see no one out.
Strange. It's broad daylight and there isn't anyone on the streets. What do you think could be wrong?
I don't know, master, but I could really use some breakfast right now.
Oh, think about something other than food, will you?
They wandered around until it finally started to get dark, and they were extremely surprised to see the people finally coming out of their houses.
Were they sleeping all day? What a strange kingdom!
He watched as the people went about their work in a very normal way. Oh, the food stalls are open. Master, may I?
Oh, just go already.
The sage was more interested in the way the kingdom was running.
Tell me, kind woman, why does this kingdom run at night and sleep by day?
Ugh, what can I say? Our king is the one who makes foolish laws.
The sage thought hard about what the woman had said.
Master, look! All these banana, cakes and sandwiches are so cheap. Everything here, no matter what, costs only a single coin. Let's stay here.
Another one of the foolish king's laws, I guess. We must leave. or only harm will come our way.
The sage tried hard to reason with the disciple who only wanted to stay for the cheap food.
Very well. Stay if you wish, but I'm going.
The disciple stayed in the kingdom and soon got used to their ways. He ate as much food as he could and soon became very fat.
This is amazing! Master was so wrong about this place.
One day, a thief went into a house to steal, but as he was escaping, the wall of the house fell and injured him badly. The brother of the thief went to the king.
Your Highness, I have come to ask for justice. My brother was doing his job when a wall fell and injured him. The wall belongs to a merchant.
Call the merchant.
The merchant was summoned and he came to see the palace very surprised.
This man says that it was your wall that injured his brother. Is it true?
It is, my king. The wall was made during my father's time. It collapsed on the thief, and there was nothing I could do about that.
Either ways, you will be punished as the wall belongs to you.
What? Shouldn't the person who made the wall be punished?
The king thought about this and decided that the merchant was right. He called for the bricklayer, who now was a very old man.
Was it you who built this merchant's wall? If yes, then you are responsible for injuring an innocent man.
But I built it so many years ago.
What was that?
Well, I remember why I didn't build that wall properly. There was this dancer who was walking up and down near me, and the bells of her feet jingled, which distracted me.
Oh, we have finally found the culprit. Bring this dancer to me right now.
The poor dancer, who was an old lady, trembled as she was brought in front of the king.
You have been brought here to be punished for distracting this man with your anklets while he was building a wall.
A wall?
The wall has now fallen and injured a man who was just doing his job.
My king, I think you have the wrong person. I was only walking on the path because the goldsmith I kept visiting for my jewelry kept giving me excuses.
Oh, this case just gets more complicated. Fetch me this goldsmith here and now.
The goldsmith was brought before the king and was shocked when he was accused of injuring of a man.
Well, don't you think it's wrong what you have done? You will be thrown over a cliff.
Wait, let me explain. It's true that I made this dancer fine to house many times, but it's only I had to make a delivery to a very restless merchant. I couldn't ignore him. Could I?
The king asked who the merchant was. The goldsmith pointed to the first merchant himself.
Seize him.
No, no, it was my father who asked for the wall, not me.
The king didn't seem like the merchant would be worthy of sitting in the huge trolley. He ordered a search to be made, and soon the only person who was suitable enough was poor disciple. They took him to the king's court, where everything was explained to him. He was horrified. He started to call out to the sage.
Master! Master!
At that moment, the sage suddenly appeared. Everyone was shocked. The poor disciple explained everything and the sage just looked up and smiled.
My king, could I be the one to take my disciple's place?
The disciple soon understood what his master was up to.
No, your majesty. Throw me. I was the first choice.
What? How dare you go against my wish?
They both started fighting, leaving the king baffled.
Why do you both want to be thrown over so badly? My king, you don't know? The person who will be the first thrown off will be the king, and the other will be the minister in the next birth.
The king was very surprised. He didn't want these two men to be the ministers, so he ordered the sage to throw him and his minister off the cliff.
You think I'm foolish to let you walk away with my cake? Ha ha ha! No way! It is I who'd be thrown off, and oh, my favorite ministers too! Well, if that is the order that you give me, your highness.
The king and his minister were later taken to the cliff and squeezed into the trolley. The sage pushed the trolley and they all were killed. The kingdom got rid of its foolish king and his ministers.